So, okay.
Countdown started just now. Start பண்றீங்க. We're already live, Ronank.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure. We are audible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Myself.
Cool. So, firstly, welcome to each and every one of you for being there for the TechBrewers Hacktoberfest event. And as always, we have Praveen with us. We had an event last year as well on React by Praveen, and we are very grateful to him for giving us the time and opportunity to organize these events, taking time from his busy schedule, and yeah, enlightening folks to do better, contribute to open source. He's one of the biggest open source evangelists, I can say. I got into open source to learn about open source from him, AD, and all other folks. So yeah, thanks a lot, Praveen, for being here, and over to you.
Thank you, Monank, and that's actually a huge thing for me as well. And this year, I'm actually not participating actively in Hacktoberfest, but I'm actually guiding a lot of other new people to get in and get some trees. Let's be the change for the climate.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about this year's Hacktoberfest. And so basically, what Hacktoberfest is. Generally, if you go ahead and look at a lot of software and tools and technologies and services that you use, it is not easy for you all to like directly go ahead and hey, I want to contribute to this particular application or this particular service or something like that. The reason is like they have their rules and they have their restrictions. It will be very, very, very tough for you or me to directly go and jump into anything. But during this month of October, a lot of rules and regulations have been relaxed. How many of you have heard of this open day in companies? Like, hey, we are actually hosting an open day here. So anyone who is coming to this my company, you can directly come in without any security or anything. Don't bring a thing or something like that. I hope you understood what. So it's like that. So basically, all these days it will be extremely secured, and except this month of October, we have a lot of little or no restrictions in terms of like um, contribution side of things. So what happens here is a lot of people will come in, they will be extremely beginners, most of them will be beginners. So okay, go ahead, show your metal, show us what you have got. That's what will happen generally. And then once it happens, you would be getting to see that a lot of young talents and people who are completely new to GitHub, open source, etc., they will be coming in and they will be participating in a lot of amazing things. So this is one of the main reasons why Hacktoberfest is being praised a lot. Another thing is goodies. Each and every company. Okay, so to tell about a small history about Hacktoberfest, for almost all 10 years, they have been giving out amazing t-shirts. This is not a Hacktoberfest t-shirt, but I'll show you how the t-shirts look like. And they have been giving this amazing t-shirts. And suddenly what happened now is, because of the logistics and there are like so much of money involved in these things, we thought like, okay, let's not give it for t-shirts, let's give it for something else for a great cause. What is the big pressing problem at this point? Climate control, climate change, global warming. What do we need to do for this? As a developer, I don't think we can do anything because we are already killing ourselves. But as a human, basically you have to start planting a lot of trees, right? So what did DigitalOcean think about? Let's do tree plantation. And yes, root chair, that's exactly what happened. And let me also look at how this live is also going on. Any chats Oh, not many chat messages as well. Anyway, okay. So basically, that's exactly what is happening as well in that case. So a lot of people thought about like, okay, the best way to handle this scenario is by doing a tree plantation, and for every four, not for every four, so for every person who commits 4 quality pull requests, last time they used to give, do you want a tree or tree seed saplings, or do you want a t-shirt? Most of them would have opted for the t-shirts, but now it's completely only tree plantation. Because of this logistic things, they have stopped giving you t-shirts. But good part is, because DigitalOcean stopped giving t-shirts, a lot of other companies, including my own organization, came up with, you come and contribute in my repository or our repository, we are able to give you something really amazing. We started even a codeathon, but because of some conflicts, we are not doing it last week, but we are going to do it in November 2nd and November 3rd. It's not Hacktoberfest do, but it's completely like messed up. Obviously, fintech, and there are like loads and loads of things that we need to think about. So that's about my company, but there are like so many other companies like AppRite and DigitalOcean. There are like other companies there giving out t-shirts, they are giving out mobile like iPod chargers, something like that. There are like loads and loads of goodies are happening. Obviously, not forgetting the sticker packs. There are like so many sticker packs that are also being given this year. So these are a couple of amazing things that's happening right now.
That's super awesome. I have a few t-shirts, Hacktoberfest t-shirts lying back in
Bring
the
them, bring
wardrobe.
them.
Yeah, cool. I'll just show it quickly. But yeah, like whenever
Later.
a person starts into the community, this is the kind of point that triggers them. Okay, we are going to get a lot of swags, and that's the reason a person comes into the community, and then he stays for the community and the
We need a
quality
mood.
of the community. Yeah. So it's kind of motivation to getting started, but community is the thing which makes them stay into the community. So yeah, I think that's one of the most important thing.
And I believe like when you were talking about Eddie's community is
Hmm.
Eddie Hub, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
a lot of good things were happening in Eddie Hub as well. One of the best things,
absolutely.
the biodrop. The recent amazing thing about Eddie's project is biodrop. It is actually Linktree's alternative, which was actually named as Link Free, and then now it is converted as biodrop.
That's awesome.
Cool. So I was actually planning to do one more thing as well. Let's have everything in a very completely like, how should I say this? It should be very interactive. So whoever is in the chat, in the live, ask your questions. So basically, the rules are very simple. You go check out GitHub and find all these repositories that are participating in this Hacktoberfest event this year, and then go ahead, create 4 different pull requests, and you would be able to find out like how easy it is to like get started with um, open source. And make sure, see, this time it is supposed to be quality over quantity. That's the same thing every single time, but basically it should be quality over quantity. Yeah, where are your t-shirts, man?
Yeah, just grab those. So this is
That's
last
2021.
year's one. Yeah, and this is 2022.
Oh wow, that looks so amazing.
Yeah.
Nice,
So
nice,
yeah,
nice.
it was pretty good motivation to contribute, but it was only a motivation.
It's just a motivation.
Wanted
Yeah.
to contribute. Yeah.
Amazing. So let's actually look into the different repositories that are currently participating, how you can actually start with it. So before that, any other questions? Let's have a quick discussion and then we will go for some practical stuff.
So anyone, if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot them out. Like Praveen is here for a limited time. He's not gonna be there available. So he's in front of you. Just shoot out your questions, and he'll be free to answer.
Okay, probably we
If
can
you can.
also try. Oh wow, there is a question in private chat. I'm a beginner here. I'm not getting what actually it is. Okay, so we will go in depth about it very soon. Stay on. We'll see all these different things like what exactly Hacktoberfest is, how to start with it, etc. All these things you would be looking at. Anything else? So I want this to be a interactive session. That's the reason we are looking at a lot of people joining here, and then we can also talk loads about these things. And okay, cool. So basically, for everyone who is here, to understand who my audience is, what is your knowledge on Git and GitHub? What is your knowledge on open source? Please go ahead, put it in one single line. Happy to look into it. Okay, we have got one more message. Almost completed Hacktoberfest for 4 PRs. We wanted to contribute to repos using Java, as I'm familiar with Java rather than JavaScript. Great. A basic understanding. Great. Okay, anyone else? Okay, I guess we can go through something very simple, very basic. I'll share my screen, show all the things that I can show, and then we will go that way. I believe that would be the easiest way. A lot of people know better about Git and GitHub, but I don't think they also know. A couple of people are not aware of Hacktoberfest as an event, what happens there, etc., etc. So we'll go through everything right away. Before that, let me see how it is going on. Let's also have a quick screenshot as well. So go on, man. Oh, I have to do it. Okay, cool. Hope it works. All right. So that is something that I was about to say. So let's okay. I have completed 4 pull requests. What should I do next? So basically, if you go to hacktoberfest.com, you have got everything in it. So we'll go through one by one basics as well. That way, it would be really helpful for everyone. So let me see what I could do. In the meantime, give me a few seconds. Let me also open something up. And what type of goodies are we going to get this year? That's a great question as well. So we'll try to find those things too. We are getting digital rewards, but at the same time, we are also getting a lot of other rewards as well, not just digital. We have got everything too. All right, I guess I need to stop talking to other people and try getting this on. Okay, let me share my screen and start with something really, really super cool. So, all right. Okay, I believe everyone is able to see the screen. I'm also looking at what people, okay, cool. Yes. So basically, Hacktoberfest, here is the website that you should be going for, and it is actually opening. It's currently open right now. It is currently sponsored by 3 companies: DigitalOcean, Ella, and Apprite. And the fun part is this is the 10th year, and basically September is what people generally go for this. And Okay, so once you go into hacktoberfest.com, you would be possibly logging in with your GitHub account. So if you click on the start hacking, it will ask you whether you want to get authorized with GitHub or GitLab. I'm more into GitHub, so I will be going to GitHub, and they are going to look into my profile, and boom. So it is going to tell that, okay, hey, Praveen, and what is the information and what are all the different rewards that you are getting it. So here there are like so many badges that you can get. So this year it is all about digital rewards. So what we are going to do is we can claim all these badges as well, and then we have to start with some kind of a pull request. So basically what happens here is when you go to Git and GitHub, in your GitHub, like let's say you want to learn, like you want to go for the topic of Hacktoberfest. So I would be going to, I'll just open with Hacktoberfest, and it will definitely show me one of the topics, and boom. So this is the topic. Oh, that's actually nice, right? Like look at this one. 0 results, but we have got all these things. Anyway, who cares? So that's GitHub bug. So if you go to this particular web page, you would be able to see almost all the topics that are all the repositories that are participating in this year's Hacktoberfest. So here there are like so many different amazing repositories. Like for example, Free Code Camp is one of the best for almost all the free premium courses. And then you have got ebook foundation, where there are like so many programming books. I'm just going to quickly look into what kind of books they are having here. And wow, there are like so many books here. I don't understand what exactly is this. Oh wow, this is really amazing. So seems like a lot of books are also available in the local languages. So we could also see that so many amazing books are here. And yeah, I know only Tamil and English and maybe a few more things, but it looks like really amazing. So there are like so many pull requests, so many issues, etc. So basically what you want to do is you have to start with creating an issue and then add one of the books here in this case. So there will be a contributing guidelines here. So if you go into this one, there is also a contributing guidelines. Then in a nutshell, it's like they are asking only to contribute for free content. So we don't want to go for any uh, kind of like commercial thing. So something like that. This is one of the, I mean, it seems like this is one of the amazing repositories, because you could see at least 3 lakh stars here, which is amazing. Even I have starred here. Okay, that's interesting. And then there are like so many algorithms / Pythons. And then there is Oh My ZSH. This is one of the best, what should I say? One of the best things that I use. It's a shell. And let's say there are like so many things, almost like 1,38,000 repositories are available. But how about me just going for only JavaScript repositories, which reduces to 21,607 repositories, which is great. And in this one, there are like Next.js, Axios. Axios is one of the best repository as well. And there is Mermaid.js, all these JavaScript things. And again, if you see all these things, they're extremely popular. And if you are trying to contribute to these things, it will be very unlikely that you might get anything. So go with the recently updated one, which means we will be able to see that this particular repository will be able to take our contribution. So if I go to the first repository that comes in this sorted method, they are actually giving Hacktoberfest topics here. And then we could see that there are like so many resources that's been given here. So we have got a different list of resource categories. We have got JavaScript front end. Okay, what exactly is this? So basically you start with forking the repository. You want to add or update the resources. Then you are supposed to create or like change all these things, submit a pull request, and yeah, be respectful, spread the word, etc., etc. These things are there. So looking at all these things, I guess we can directly go ahead and see what they have put it in JavaScript. Oh wow, there is no JavaScript here. Wow, that's interesting. So why is this not even working? So if I open this, actually this could be a bug, and I'm happy to fix it. Even this could be a possible contribution. So it is going to JavaScript. Okay. So I could see that the problem here is you need to make sure that this particular link should be correct. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just go here. I'm already as they, oh, look at what these people are doing. So it's something related to accessibility. They are keeping these underlines here. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and fork this repository. So at this point of time, okay, web development bootcamp, this looks really okay, but make sure you do not just copy the main branch only and then create a fork. So once you do this, it is actually doing a Xerox copy of the whole thing. And now what it is trying to do is, okay, so basically I want to change the link here. So if I go and check this link, or maybe if I check all the other links, I could see that almost all those things are throwing an error. Okay, so basically we need to do something else here. So if this is the wrong stuff, so if you want to look at the right one, it is supposed to go to this particular file. So everything has got English, 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 which is first, this is completely irrelevant. So it is supposed to be this particular link. So what we need to do is, if you are in this page, interesting. So I guess I'll just go ahead and try using a blob/main or something like that. So what I would say is I would just go ahead and use this particular link for everything, most of the things. So what we will do is, and what about these things? So it is, does it even work? So these are a couple of issues that we can see. Yeah, so a lot of, whoa, it is actually going to, it's actually bad. It's not supposed to go to this one. Yeah, it's going to W3 schools. They should avoid W3 schools. Okay, so let's start with fixing these things. So what I would do is generally, how many of you know this cool trick? If you press the dot button, it actually goes to your editor. So I'm just going to press the dot button here. The moment I press it, it's going to go to my web editor, and this is going to redirect to this particular page. So we could see that it all says HTML/readme and those kind of things. These things do not even work. So we need to put it as English, English, English. But before that, I guess we need to also check the folder structure. It is supposed to be resources. So /resources. So I'm just going to put this way. And also these casings are totally wrong. So I'm just going to try fixing those as well. And we couldn't really look at these things. They are all broken links. So I'm just going to get rid of these links as well. Or maybe we can create them. That will be a better way of doing things, I would say. So let's make it as front end frameworks. And we could pretty much have English as English. And these are like making everything in the right way possible. You know, this is not a big deal, but these things make much sense when you try to work on things. So let's go ahead, change the folder structure, and let's see how it works. Okay, so we need to create a couple of files here. So we have React here. So we can also add React to So front-end frameworks, maybe we can use React JS, and then we could do same thing, but with just resources, React, and English. So basically we need these files here, and we have got front-end frameworks here. So let's create another folder called front-end frameworks, and let's add a file called english.md. And for all these MD files, I'm gonna quickly rename them as capital E, and let's see if that works. So basically I have got no idea whether this will get accepted or not, but I'm just gonna give a try. Let's see if this works. And how do I change it? Rename. So we are gonna do this in a faith that it might work, might not work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of these things. Yeah, this looks perfect. So we have got React.js, which is inside React, and we have got front end and back end development. So front end frameworks, I believe back end should be development. I don't know why so many crazy changes are here. So let's go ahead and start creating other files as well. So we have got front-end frameworks index. We don't have backend yet. So backend, let's create a new folder, and let's add english.md. And there was two more things. One is databases and another one is security. So databases, security. And then for all these files, we are going to rename this, and let's create two files here: English, security, English. So this is what completely we have done so far. And what are things that we did is there are almost 13 files that we made, fixed all the file broken links and added skeleton. So what I have done here is we have to give a clear explanation of what we did so far. There were so many links under the resource categories fixed. Then created a couple of new resources and linked. Okay, so these are the things that we did. So if I do a commit and push, it is going to ask me which branch should I push to. So I'm going to put a thing called as Hacktoberfest', and I will also put something like why is HF not a valid branch. Okay, link fix, something like this, and then it creates this one, and I'm gonna switch to fork or something like that. I can do anything, and now I don't want to continue to make any changes. So what we will do is we'll just go back to our repository itself. So if you go back to this one, it will automatically ask you for a pull request. Look at this one. HF link fix has had recent file changes. Boom. Let's see if this even works. So we created this. I'm pretty sure that these people are really fast, because 14 minutes ago, someone actually merged this one. And now I have created this one. So if I go to the 11 commits, I could see someone else is actually doing something like adding these things, etc. So possibly ours get added as well. So pull request, I just created this one. And if you see here, we could see that there is one more workflow that needs an approval. And then if we go to the commits, we can see that these are the commits that we did. Checks workflow is runs completed with no jobs. Okay, I don't understand what exactly the workflow is this one. And if we see the files changed, we can clearly see what all things that we actually changed. So we just changed a few things and then without any changes. So this is what we exactly said. And we have also added the conversation here about these things. And pretty much within few seconds, we should be able to see something coming here. So basically, if you are not able to see anything, we need to check every once in 15 minutes. So we need to wait for another 15 minutes or 20 minutes to see if this even opens up here. So you would be able to see the progress here. Once you see the progress, then step by step your work should be happening. And while you're here, just make sure that this particular PR has got some. Okay, this is something that I would probably do. So share it with other people and ask them to do a like or something like that. That way it would be helpful. So this is something that I would do. This is a complete you just looked at what exactly we need to do for a beginner person, how to get into some very simple basic contribution in open source world. So was that clear? Where are others? Come on, switch on camera. Both the hosts, Brunank and Vaibhav. So what do you think? So this is a small, very, very small demonstration of what exactly happens. And I won't say this is one of the best contributions or something like that. The best contribution will be something to showcase your skill set. I would say, I would keep saying that my wife is JavaScript, my girlfriend is React.js. So I want to contribute something around that, but I don't have that kind of mental makeup at this point to do something like that at this very moment. But I would always suggest you to, like, if you are going to do some kind of contribution, just think what will other person, like other people, like let's say a company who wants to hire you or the company that you want to work at, what will they think about your contribution? So think about that and then try to do something on it. So questions?
Awesome. I just wanted to mention one thing that I liked. Out of all those things, the shortcut that you mentioned, like after clicking the dot, it opens the
Oh,
code
I
editor.
put so much efforts in the content and other thing. You all look at one shortcut. That was good. That was a funny one.
Yeah,
Yeah, go on.
cool. So if anyone has any doubts at this point of time, feel free to ask out.
I could see that there are no questions on the YouTube. So YouTube folks,
Mhm.
put the message on the chat, live chat, and those people who are actually in the Zoom, go ahead, put some messages if you have got any questions or something like that. Happy to look into the question, answer it. Let it be any question, happy to answer.
So meanwhile, do you have any good practices of drafting a commit message? So a lot of times we hear that a commit message should have all the changes that you did, as you just made a bullet point and mentioned that,
As
okay,
long
we
as
have
you
made
have
some
got,
changes.
as long as you are clear in what you are trying to send, that alone should be enough. That is number one. Second thing is, be a proactive, be responsive, and try to send it in a decent manner that I want to work. That doesn't matter. So instead of that, try writing something like, "Hi, I'm doing this. I'm very well versed in this one. I saw that your repository might be benefited by this one, so I have got this proposal for you. This is what I have done for in this current pull request. These are the things that it does in for your application. So before and after screenshots or something like that. These things make much sense rather than saying, "Hi, please assign." Basically,
Absolutely.
we did a lot of things, but we forgot to fix the repository links. Did you notice? No one noticed that. Yes. So I guess we need to go ahead and fix those things. So basically, what happened is, let me try sharing my screen once again. Do you remember? Do you see this? We totally forgot to fix these things. Okay, so we might want to go back to our where is the other branch? So let's go ahead and okay, this is Raviksha's branch. We need to go to our fork. So let's go back to our repositories. I guess this is the one. And even if you see here, this will show an error. Yeah, see? So we just need to go here, but not in this branch really. So we have to go back to that branch. So let's go back to our VS Code and let's let it load. And then we need to go to the HF link fix. The links are not even fixed, man. So let's try go. I mean, these things happen, right? Like a lot of times these things happen. So check links.js. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, cool. I guess this is the workflow that person is actually working on, I guess. And in this readme.md, what we need to do is we might want to, it's not supposed to be this way. Readme links are a bit difficult, to be honest. So they kind of like come in anyway. So let's go back to this one. So if I need to go to resources, HTML, English, I could see these resources or not what my resources are. Anyway, who cares? So let's use these things. /resources is, hey, I guess I added these things. Yeah, these are here. The only problem here is this will work only when you are inside a repository. Interesting. Okay, let's see if this works. Actually, to be honest, I guess we have made it work. So if you are here, let's click on the readme.md and that should technically work. Yeah, it works. They work. So yeah, so basically this works. If I open backend development, yes, these have these things. Cool. So that looks like it works. I just saw something like symbols. Where is the symbols? Really? All right. So I guess we did a good job, basically. So make sure that you are looking into all these options and then publishing it. We could pretty much. It's been like, I believe it should be more than 15 minutes, maybe at least the time limit. Let's see if this works. So it is trying to load the user profile again. Yeah, I couldn't see anything yet. So, yep. We just need to wait for every 15 minutes. Oh, look at this. It's not accepted. We have got this one. Cool. You want GitHub? We've got this. So if someone wants to go and put a hand, just go ahead and do it. And yeah, so that's pretty much one single contribution. Just need to be very mindful of what exactly is happening in it, and that should work possibly. So don't forget, a lot of different companies are actually looking out to give a lot of swags, so don't miss them out.
Cool, that's super awesome. Like, thanks for running through the entire process, like from searching the repository to actually understanding what the repository is actually doing, and finally making some changes, and again creating a pull request. And of course, it will be getting merged soon.
Hopefully, let's hope.
So if anyone has any doubt, even if you are a beginner, feel free to ask it, because if you are not going to ask, then finally you are the one who should get benefited from this event.
Okay, for those people who might even watch it later, so here's my LinkedIn. So please go ahead and send me a connection request. I guess I can actually do one more thing as well. So I have been sharing a lot of cool things here. This is how my LinkedIn profile looks like. I'll make sure I will accept all the every single request, so don't worry. And another thing is, yeah, here is my LinkedIn code in case if someone wants to scan it and copy it. There you are. And in case if you want to copy it from the chat, here it is as well. So yeah, I post a lot of things related to what are all the different experiences that I do and what are all the different talks I talk, etc., etc. So these are a couple of things. Like for example, I went recently to Amazon, and it was an amazing experience as well. So pretty much you get to see a lot of cool things and stuff like that. So yeah, don't forget to miss all these things. And sorry, don't forget to not miss all these things. And by the way, this is my website as well. And if you got a chance, try to create a similar website or something like this. All I do is like I'm a cat lover, some small introduction, experience, education, etc. I do have my own YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Bro, if you say this, that would be much better than anything. That would be more powerful. I keep telling a lot of things in this one. And I do have my version of Preptemberfest as well. So if you go to the playlists, there are like 4 videos about Preptember and Hacktoberfest series, which I created like last year. And this amazingly works even for this year. It's just like 10 minutes videos completely. The whole content is around 10 minutes. All the videos are like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 minutes. So I hope these things will actually help a lot of people who are just joining to explore the open source world. So I hope this helps. Personally, I haven't done much. The only thing that I have been contributing is towards JavaScript related to projects and nothing related to anything else, because I want to be very sure in what I'm contributing to and stuff like that. So that way, I would say I'm just contributing only to JavaScript related stuff. So Ruchir asks me what kind of technologies did I use to make my portfolio. So there is also a big behind the scenes of my website as well. So just search for behind the scenes Praveen, and all the portfolio contents are created using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Maximum I use Bootstrap for CSS framework and jQuery library for all the affix and the other things that I have been using in the screen. That's it. Cool. I
Awesome.
hope it was amazing. So as usual, I would say one thing for sure. So your health comes first than anything. So stay home, stay safe. Not about stay home, but stay safe, stay healthy. Make sure you take care of your health, and then comes all the other things, all your passion, addiction, etc. So make sure you're staying healthy. Because sorry, I just wanted to tell something in Tamil. So only if there is a canvas, you would be able to draw on it. If there is no canvas, if there is no health, you can't do anything else, right? So give as much as importance to your health. Be healthy.
Yeah, you too. Yep. So thanks a lot for being there. Thank you to each and every one of you to attend the session, get to know about Hacktoberfest. Like, interest is the most important thing. So at least you have that interest to do something, contribute to open source. And yeah, thank you, Praveen, for being with us and helping us out. Cool. Thank you to the entire team as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for giving me the second chance as well on this TechBrewers and brewing something really amazing. Keep in touch. I'm more than happy to connect to all of you in LinkedIn and other social networks, and let's talk, let's rock.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.